Welcome back to Aces Field, and I hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. A cold, wet night, but still a pretty good show put on by both the Raiders and the Aces Pride Marching Band, as well as the senior night festivities from before the start of the game. Second half ready to get underway. Travian Tunis going to kick it off for the Aces. The Raiders will get the ball back. It'll be an onside style kick, and Wayne Trace will fall on it at about the 37-yard line. Number 12, Cameron Cox, recovers the ball successfully for the Raiders. Only a second goes off the clock. And we'll get back in action again after the first half. If you are just joining us, it's the Aces leading Wayne Trace tonight 15-6, the halftime score. Aces scored early on, and then it was up and down the field, back and forth. Raiders finally got it in. Closed it to a 2-point game, 8-6. Catches made by number 13, Nate Gerber, and Gerber gets across midfield, now the Aces 49-yard line. And then Hicksville punched it back into the end zone with about 8 seconds to go before halftime. And Tunis kicked the extra point. And that gives us our 15-6 score. Again, playoff possibility for whoever wins this game. Spies hits number 13 again. And Gerber picking up a little extra yardage, not enough to move the chains, but Gerber gets him inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. And a flag thrown. And evidently an inadvertent flag. Or perhaps no. All right. So second down and about 4. Caught. That'll be good enough for a first down. The catch made by number 81, Alex Reinhardt. Reinhardt takes it down to the 35-yard line, and that'll move the chains. First down, Raiders. Spies gets the snap, drops back, puts the ball in the air, he's got a man wide open, it's caught, and that'll be touchdown Wayne Trace. Evan Moore was on the sideline and wide open down at about the 15-yard line and made the catch, and there was just no doubt that he was going into the end zone. Moore gets him across and puts 6 more on for the Raiders. That makes it 15-12. So we'll see what the Raiders want to do. I'm assuming that it looks like they're going to go for 2. It won't really matter. It's a 3-point game right now. Ball is thrown, and it should be no good. They tried to hit Mox Price, but Price couldn't hold on to it. So the 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 3-point differential, 15-12. As, again, the failed 2-point conversion The Raiders and their initial touchdown, again, looming large. 10 minutes, 30 seconds, so the Raiders scoring drive only takes a minute and a half. And the Aces will get ready to get the ball back here in our third quarter. Glad to have you with us on Hicksville Community Television. Our Aces football coverage. Last game of the regular season and senior night here tonight. And, of course, the Aces want to come away with a win not only for the seniors on the football team and on the cheerleading squad, but, again, to help cement their chances for continuing on and getting back to the playoffs again this year. Evan Moore having a bit of a conversation with the official as he gets ready to tee up the football. Again, Comiso, Thiel, and Turnbull back deep for the Aces. So Moore puts his foot into it. It's going to come down right into the hands of Comiso. Comiso gets around the corner. Comiso gets hit and knocked out of bounds right around the 45-yard line. The ball comes loose, but not until after he was out of bounds, so no worries there about change of possession or a fumbled ball. Comiso with a strong return out to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Aces will set up shop as the rain starts to pick up a little bit. See the umbrellas coming back out in the crowd. Jake Miller gets his offense set, hands off to Brickle. Brickle almost makes it to the 50-yard line, a gain of about 5. Brickle make it 2nd and 5 for the Aces. Miller gets the snap. Miller hangs on to it himself this time. Quarterback keeper and Jake close to the first down yardage, down to near the 45-yard line. We'll see if it's going to be enough to move the chains or not. They're going to put him about half a yard short. They have to get the football just beyond the 45-yard line. So about a foot, foot and a half. Zach Brickle, and Brickle should make it. Brickle, it'll depend on the spot. And looks like they're going to have a measurement. So we'll have an official timeout. Zach Brickle is that close. And we'll see. I think that he should have it by about the nose of the football, but we'll see. The markers on the far side are close, but they are not precise. So now we'll bring out for the official marking. And I'll stretch it, and I think it's going to be actually short. Yep. It'll be 4th and inches as the carry by Brickle comes up about 6 inches shy of first down yardage. 9:04 to go in the third quarter, and the Aces are coming out. And they are showing every indication that they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Parker Thiel takes over at the quarterback position. Thiel, first down easily. So they bring in Parker Thiel, as they often do in short yardage situations, to take over at quarterback. Thiel gets the snap, powers forward, and gets down to the 41-yard line and buys the Aces a fresh set of downs. So Hicksville still staying alive offensively here. Miller gets the snap. Jake rolls out, cuts up field. Miller inside the 35-yard line down to about the 34. That'll be a gain of about 6-7 yards. So 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain on the quarterback keeper. And they're going to keep Thiel in at quarterback right now. So, and it's going to be a false start. Oh, delay a game. They ran out of time. So 5 yards. So their 2nd and 4 becomes 2nd and 9. The Aces taking a little too long to get the ball snapped. Thiel stays in at QB. Parker Thiel hangs on to the ball. Parker Thiel around the corner. Thiel, strong run. Thiel still on his feet. Thiel heading towards the end zone. And they finally bring him down, but not till he gets inside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Aces. So Parker Thiel, they get the delay of game call, and Thiel just brushes that off, and he takes the snap, and he powers it way down to the 8-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal, Hicksville. Thiel gets the snap. Thiel rolling out. Thiel turns the corner. Thiel tripped up, and that's right around the 5-yard line. Flag thrown back where you usually will see a holding call. We'll wait for the official determination. And it will be a hold against the Aces, so that'll back them up. So it'll stay 1st and goal, but probably back close to the 18, 20-yard line when this is stepped off. Clock stopped, 6:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Aces with the ball. It'll be a 1st and goal from now back at the 19-yard line after the hold. So a costly holding penalty backs the Aces up. Miller comes back in. He makes the throw. Parker Thiel. Thiel refuses to go down and carries it down near the 16, and a flag thrown at the end of the play. Parker Thiel made the catch and powered it down. He would not stop running. They finally get him down about the 16-yard line. And as he went to the turf at about that time, one of the referees ran up through the flag. So we'll wait for the official determination here. That's going to be a personal foul against the Wayne Trace Raiders. Not sure what type of personal foul. They didn't indicate anything, but that'll be, I imagine, half the distance. And that'll put the ball at about the 6-yard line. Where it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball actually at the 5-yard line, and Thiel back in at quarterback. And we'll see if that backs him up 5 with the false start. So it'll either be second and goal from the 2.5. It's going to be a false start, so they'll back them up 5. So it'll be second and goal now from the 10. So that'll put it back exactly at the 11-yard line. I thought it was at the 6, not the 5. So they're at the 11-yard line, second and goal. Parker Thiel hangs on to the ball himself. Thiel across the 10-yard line, and he'll be out of bounds at about the... And another flag thrown at the end of that play. Parker Thiel looked like he got down to about the 7-8-yard line, and the yellow flag is thrown again near the end of that play. So we've had our fair share of penalties. We had a lot of penalties last week in the Antwerp game, and they're racking them up here at the Wayne Trace contest tonight as well. So it'll be a dead ball personal foul against the Raiders. So I'm guessing a little extracurricular activity going on as Parker Thiel was taken out of bounds. So now we'll put the ball at the 3-yard line, where it will be third and goal for the Aces. 6:08 to go in our third quarter, just about halfway through quarter number 3. Thiel stays in at QB. Parker Thiel gets the ball. Thiel cuts up field and into the end zone. Touchdown Aces. Parker Thiel keeps it and takes it in from 3 yards out, and the Aces now go up 21-12 with 6:03 remaining in our third quarter. That's a 9-point lead, so we'll see if they bring in Tunis to try to make it a 10-point game. They were on this end of the field late in the second quarter when Tunis kicked the extra point successfully. But now they've brought in Miller, and it looks like they're going to go for 2. Miller spin around move, and he's into the end zone, and that makes it an 11-point game. Jake Miller gets into the end zone. 2-point conversion succeeds, and the Aces go up now 22-12. They gave the points to the wrong team on the scoreboard. They'll make it 23-12 now. There we go. All right, they got it straightened out. So Parker Thiel gets him into the end zone. Jake Miller does it a second time for the 2-point conversion, and the Aces back up now by 11, 23-12, with 6:03 to go in our third quarter. So the Aces getting ready to kick it off. And the Raiders back onto the field, wanting to get that ball back. 2 scores down now. Not quite a 2-touchdown lead for the Aces. The Raiders will still, though, have to put it into the end zone twice, 2 unanswered, to be able to get the lead back here. Or actually, they have never had the lead, but to take the lead. Tunis gets the ball teed up. And here we go. Gets his foot into it, and I think that's going to go out of bounds. It does. So we'll see whether The Raiders want a re-kick and move the Aces back, or if they're going to take the penalty, well, we'll see what they want to do here. And it looks like they're going to back up the Aces and re-kick. So that'll put Tunis kicking off from back at the 35-yard line. So the 5-yard penalty for the kick going out of bounds, and Tunis will re-kick, this time from the 35-yard line. No time off the clock. Still 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Tunis. Good kick this time. Caught back at about the 35-yard line. Still on his feet. Nice return. That was Nate Showalter, number 58. And Showalter gets out close to the 45-yard line. And they are going to put the ball right on the 45-yard line. And that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. So here we go. Back on offense for Wayne Trace. Spies. Pass is caught and dropped immediately at the 50-yard line, gain of 5. That'll make it 2nd and 5. Price makes the catch. So Mox Price gets him half of the 10 yards they need on the first play of the series. Spies dropping back, ball in the air, caught again. 1st down yardage. And Price this time gets across the 40-yard line, and they'll bring him down at about the 38. And that'll be 1st down for the Raiders. Quarterback keeper, Spies off to the races. He makes a great move and gets through. Nice seam, and he'll carry the ball down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. It'll be another 1st down for the Raiders. So gunning on all 4 cylinders, and false start. That'll back him up 5. That puts the brakes on a little bit. Raiders having a good offensive series here. They powered the ball down inside the 30. The false start will back them up to about the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15. Under 5 minutes left in our third quarter. Spies looking to throw. Now he's going to hang on to it. Spies takes off, and he'll be brought down at about the 29-yard line. See where they mark it. They might have given him to the 28. Brickle got him around the ankles, and they'll put the ball up right at the 28-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock still rolling, closing in on 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Trevor Spies dropping back. Spies doesn't see anybody. Finally unleashes it. Ball is tipped and incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 11 now. Spies puts the ball in the air. He's got a man open. Caught, touchdown, Wayne Trace. Coverage broke down that time as Corbin Slade got himself free and open near the end zone. Great throw, and Slade breaks the plane, and they'll put 6 more up for the Raiders and makes it 23-18. And Wayne Trace going to go for 2 to get it back to being a 3-point differential. Spies drops back, throw, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion attempt fails, and the Aces remain up by 5. But the Raiders close the gap, 23-18 now, with 3:45 left to go here in quarter number 3. Glad to have you here with us. Bill Murphy calling the action for you from up here in the press box. And again, Sierra Klein making her debut as camera person for HIX-TV here tonight. Glad to have her up here with us. As the Aces have managed to stay on top on the scoreboard so far throughout the entirety of the game. The Raiders have not led yet tonight. Wayne Trace will get ready to kick it off to Hicksville once again. Evan Moore teeing it up. Thiel, Langham, and Comiso, the deep men. We'll see if they kick it or if they squib it. And they're going to put their foot into it again. Turnbull made the catch and tried to stay in bounds, and as he moved forward, he again just had a hard time keeping his balance. And he'll fall down, and they'll put the ball right on the 25-yard line, where the Aces will take over 1st and 10. The Aces looking to drive it down the field, hang on to the ball, burn off some time off the clock, and maybe put a few more points on the scoreboard. Jake Miller handoff to Zach Brickle, and Brickle out to about the 30-yard line, pick up a 5. Keep that clock rolling. Give him a manageable 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now for the Aces. Miller puts Parker Thiel in motion, but he'll hand it off to Brickle once again, and Brickle will power forward for a couple more. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Aces. Again, the touchdown by the Raiders, even though the conversion failed, made it into a 1-score game. Jake Miller hangs on to the ball and gets the Aces a 1st down out to the 40-yard line. So 1st down, Hicksville. Again, a handoff to Zach Brickle, and Brickle will get about 3. Make it 2nd and 7 for the Aces. Go under 2 minutes here in quarter number 3. Miller pitches it back, and Brickle, nothing there. Brought down for no gain. It'll make it 3rd down and about 7. Clock rolling. And we should be about a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter when they finally get this ball snapped. 3rd down and 8 for the Aces. Jake Miller gets the snap. Miller drops back, puts the ball in the air, and it'll be incomplete. Off the hands of Mason Comiso. That'll bring up 4th down for Hicksville. And most likely we'll see Langham coming out to punt. That is indeed the case. 54 seconds, and the Raiders looking to get the ball back. Langham, nice kick. And it is going to roll way down the field. Downed by the Aces near the 5-yard line, it looks like. So Braden Langham gets the gold star that time for that punt, as he reverses the field nicely for the Aces. And unfortunately, there's a flag on the play, and that's going to be a hold against the Aces. And because of that, I'll redo it here. So the awesome kick by Langham is wiped away. And Braden will get ready to re-kick. There's the snap. And Langham again gets his foot into it. This time caught and brought down almost immediately. Just a short return, about the 27-yard line for Corbin Slade, but that's a lot better than the 5-yard line. So the Raiders will take back over on offense. It'll be 1st and 10. Wayne Trace from their own 27-yard line, it looks like. With 34 seconds left in our 3rd quarter. Sure they have everything set on the sidelines, and we're ready to get back into action. Trevor Speece drops back, puts the ball in the air, and incomplete. Mox Price looked like he had a shot at it, but not able to haul it in. So incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10, and they just take about 5 ticks off the clock. 27 seconds left to go. Wayne Trace looking to put 6 on the board and take the lead for the first time tonight. Ball in the air, and again, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. This time they went for Evan Moore, number 5. And 3rd and 10 coming up for Wayne Trace. 21 seconds left in the quarter. So the Raiders now looking at a 3rd and 10. Spies looks like he's going to send the house again. Drops back. This time he's rolling out. He's being pursued. Puts the ball in the air. And we're going to have a flag on the play. They might tag Brickle for defensive pass interference. Or that was Wortman, excuse me, number 24. Didn't really see it. And that's going to be first down for the Raiders. So that's going to move the ball to the 37-yard line, where it'll be first and 10, Wayne Trace. The Hicksville faithful not liking that particular call at all. Spies drops back, launches it again, and this time it's caught. Moore finally is able to reel one in, and they'll mark him down at about the 33-yard line, where it'll be another first down for the Raiders. 8 seconds left in the quarter, and Wayne Trace threatening to possibly take the lead here. We'll see if they can get one off before time expires. They do. Spies keeps it himself. Spies takes off upfield and gets to about the 25-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. It's going to be second down and about a yard when we go back into action here. Aces lead 23-18 after 3, but the Raiders with the ball, and they are threatening. To get ready for the fourth quarter, we're going to take some time to say another big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters, making our Aces sports coverage here possible. On Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. You're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, SUV. Stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. And Community Memorial Hospital in Hicksville, celebrating 65 years of serving the Hicksville area's healthcare needs. You can find them online at www.cmhosp.com. And again, they've got some great classes available for CPR and so forth. You can get all that information on their website. I want to thank both of them, especially if we make it to the playoffs, because our underwriters are the ones that really make it possible for us to take those road trips. Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Our football broadcast underwriters knocked away and incomplete as we get the fourth quarter underway. So 11:54. Raiders with the ball. 3rd and 1. And the Raiders, the false start, will back them up 5. Moves the ball back to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 6. Spies, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down. So the Aces looking to put the stop on it here, 4th and 6. Spies dropping back to throw. Ball in the air, caught, and that should be good enough for the first down. Caught and out of bounds, and the Raiders move the chains and keep the offensive drive going. Trevor Spies going to hang on to it himself this time, and he'll be taken down in short order. He'll pick up a couple. Gain of about, looks like about 4. Make it 2nd and 6. So Raiders looking to take the lead for the first time here tonight in the 4th quarter. Spies dropping back. Ball in the air. Nearly picked off, and that'll be incomplete. Mason Comiso was right there with more. Got his hands up there and knocked that ball away. Bring up 3rd down now. Incomplete pass. Clock will stop with 11:02 left in regulation. Dropping back again, Spies puts the ball in the air again. And again, incomplete. Guarded by Comiso. And the intended receiver, Slade. Slade actually wound up catching the ball, but it was after he'd gone through the back of the end zone. So 4th down now for the Raiders. Ball on the 18-yard line. It is 4th and 6 for Wayne Trace. Spies all alone in the backfield, working out of the shotgun. Spies rolling out, ball in the air, and incomplete. And the Raiders turn it over on downs. So the Aces are able to put the stop on when they need it. They hold the Raiders off one more time, and they'll get the ball back at their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in this contest. Aces with the ball back and hopefully able to put together a nice drive here. And again, maintain possession, take some time off the clock. And a few more points, a little breathing room wouldn't be bad at all either. Ball loose on the turf and scooped up, and that's not what we wanted to have happen. So fumble, but the Aces managed to recover, but that drops them all the way back to about the 10-yard line. Ball at the 12 now after the dropped snap. That makes it 2nd and about 18. Miller dropping back, trying to get some of it back, and the receiver fell down. There was nobody there. So that'll bring up 3rd down. Not what the Aces wanted to have happen with this offensive possession at all. They need to get out to about the 28-yard line to move the chains. Miller puts the ball in the air, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Aces are going to have to punt it away on 4th down. And the Raiders look to get some good field position back. And they're going to keep the pressure on Hicksville, as this one may go down to the wire. 9:59, and the Wayne Trace Raiders looking to get the ball back. Their deep men Corbin Slade wearing number 3 and Mox Price with number 11 on. Here's the kick. And it's going to come down, and it's going to take a nice Aces roll to about the 41-yard line. So the Aces will down it at the Wayne Trace 41-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. 9:49, a lot of time on the clock, plenty of time. And again, Wayne Trace only down by 5. So they may get into the end zone. They'll take the lead for the first time here tonight at Aces Field. Trevor Speece all alone in the backfield, working out of the shotgun. Speece with the snap, looking downfield. Short hit, caught by number 21, pickup of maybe a yard. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. He was never able to get control of the ball before he hit the turf. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Even if he had hauled it in, it was Austin Smith with the catch, well, the attempted catch. Even if Smith had held onto it, it would have only been about a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and 10 now for the Raiders. Snap. Speece dropping back to throw again. He's in trouble. Speece, they get him and they put him down at about the 32, 33-yard line. They're going to say the 33-yard line. Thiel got him by the tunic and took him down. That'll be a loss of 8 and bring up 3rd and 18 for the Raiders. And it'll keep the clock running as well. Speece gets the snap. Drops back again, puts the ball in the air, caught, and not much there. Price gets out to about the 44-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Raiders now looking at a 4th and 7, and they look to go for it here. Speece, low snap, and they're going to punt it, and it'll be a short one. And it's going to go laterally. So the Aces will get the ball back at about their own 33-yard line. So Speece does the kicking sometimes as well. And like I said, he drops back. It's kind of hard to tell whether he's going to punt it or if he's in the shotgun. But he makes the short punt, and the Aces get the ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. Hicksville with 8 minutes and 16 seconds to kill to come away with the W here. Miller gets his offense set. Jake drops back, evades one. Miller takes off. Miller across midfield. And they're wanting the late hit on that one. Don't see any flag thrown. Miller stepped out of bounds at the 49-yard line of the Raiders, so Jake will take it across midfield. A little bit of a love tap as he went out of bounds. And like I said, a lot of the Aces faithful were thinking it was a late hit, but no flag on the play. Clock stops at 8:08. With the ball going out of bounds. Hand off to Brickle, and he's going to lose a yard. Down to the 50. That'll make it 2nd and 11. Brickle's been able to find some nice seams and get some good forward progress on his carries tonight, but that time they were waiting for him. Snap. Miller drops back. Quick hitter caught by Parker Thiel. Thiel evades one. The second guy gets him, though. Parker will get down to about the 46-yard line, and it'll be third down and about 6. Officially 3rd and 7. I guess that does mean, yeah, they need to get down to about the 39-yard line. I was looking at the 40. Miller, quick hitter, throws out to Thiel. Thiel gets the ball under control. Thiel's going to be dropped for a big loss, and it's going to be 4th down. Parker Thiel got the ball and was trying to make something happen, and he was going sideways instead of north and south. And they bring him down back at the Aces 49-yard line. 6:30 left in the game. And they'll bring Langham out to punt it away again. And he will put the ball in the air. Fair catch made by Mox Price at about the 17-18-yard line. And Wayne Trace back on offense, still only trailing by 5 points with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the game. Spies rolling out, puts the ball in the air, short pass, caught. Out to about the 20-yard line. Moore makes the grab, and he'll pick up about 3. Now they're going to give him credit for 2, so call it 2nd and 8. Ball at just shy of the 21-yard line. Spies getting the snap once again, dropping back, launches it. That'll be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. So 3rd and 8 now for the Raiders. Trying to stay alive here, 5:39. Spies rolling out, looking downfield, nothing there. He's going to reverse his field. Spies in trouble, evades one, gets by a couple, hurls it, and it's caught. And Trevor Spies, give him credit, just when all seemed lost, just sort of throws up a prayer, a little alley-oop, and they scoop it up. Make the catch out at about the 37-yard line, and that'll be good for Raiders' 1st down. 5:23, and Wayne Trace just not going to go away here tonight. Spies gets the snap. Spies drops back, launches it, sets, gets a good throw to Mox Price. Price makes the grab, and he'll be brought down at about the Aces 44-yard line, maybe the 45, and that'll be another 1st down for Wayne Trace. As it looked like for a while there, the Aces had them bottled up in a bit of a hole, and the Raiders have just found new life, and they keep battling away. 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Spies, quarterback keeper. Spies off to the races. He's still on his feet. And Spies inside the 30-yard line. And that'll be a 1st down for the Wayne Trace Raiders. So put it at the 28-yard line for Wayne Trace. Spies hands it off to his big running back, number 45, Baumley. Baumley, the senior running back. doesn't get much, maybe about a yard. So 2nd and 9 now for the Raiders. And the Aces need to put together a stop here. Spies throws it out, and that'll be off the fingertips of Moore and incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9 now. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. Trevor Spies hangs on to it himself. Spies going to be brought up short. So Spies is going to get the ball a little closer, but it will be 4th down for the Raiders. A 4th and 3 now for Wayne Trace. Trying to get him to jump on the hard count. That doesn't work, so now they'll change the play. Spies takes the snap, rolls out, throws the ball. And it looks like to be a catch and a 1st down for the Raiders. They needed 4. They sent a receiver out near the sideline when it had him go about 5 yards and cut back in. Made the grab and moves the chain, so it's 1st and 10 Raiders. Now down to the Aces 15-yard line. So Spies looking to get him in the end zone and take the lead for the first time tonight. Gets the snap, drops back, ball deflected. They were chasing after it, hoping to pick it off, but not able to get to it before it hits the turf, but still incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now, 2:57 to go in the game. Raiders set. Spies rolling out on 2nd and 10 play, puts the ball up, a nice soft touch, and out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, down about the 2, and that'll be 1st and goal, Wayne Trace. So the Raiders down to the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. And the Aces defense going to need to step it up again here. Spies with the quick handoff. No gain. Actually, looks like he might have lost a couple of yards. Slade got the carry, and it looks like he might have dropped him back at about the 4. To make it 2nd and goal. So they move him back a couple. So 2-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd and goal now from the 4-yard line for Wayne Trace. Spies going to hang on to it himself, and Spies nothing doing. He might have made it to about the 3. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. So the Aces holding tough, and the Raiders inside the 5-yard line, but they haven't been able to get into the end zone yet. 3rd and goal, ball on the 3-yard line. Spies rolling out, ball in the air, caught, touchdown Raiders. Mox Price makes the grab, and Wayne Trace takes the lead for the first time tonight, 24-23. A 1-point lead, and we'll see what they do if they're going to try to kick it or go for 2. It doesn't really matter. They can't get it above a 3-point differential. So they are going to go for 2. Dropping back. Spies looking around. Ball in the air. Caught. And the 2-point conversion succeeds. Corbin Slade made the grab. It's good for 2. And the Raiders are up by 3 now. 26-23. The Aces are going to get the ball back. They're going to have 1 minute and 33 seconds to work with. Aces have all 3 of their timeouts. But it's going to be gut check time as the pressure is on Hicksville. Looking to beat the Raiders here tonight. Lay claim to second place in the GMC for the 2018 season and keep their chances of postseason play alive. So as we'll get ready for the kick, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to switch tapes, and we'll be back to finish out the game right here on HIX-TV. All right, we are back, and we're getting ready for the kickoff here. As the Aces are going to have about 1.5 minutes to try to get it into the end zone. They're going to kick it, and picked up. Thiel return up to about the 33-34 yard line, and that's where the Aces will set up shop. They'll have 1 minute 29 seconds and 3 timeouts to work with. They're down by 3. If they can get close enough, Tunis could attempt a field goal to tie it. And of course into the end zone for the win. Miller batted away. Incomplete. Second and 10. Miller sets, snaps, puts the ball away, and that was a complete miscommunication as Langham was not even looking for the ball, and it sails right by him. So 3rd and 10 now for the Aces. Snap, rolling out, and nothing doing. Miller kept it, and he got back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be 4th and 10 Hicksville with 1 minute and 11 seconds, and the season and the chip to the postseason on the line. Timeout Hicksville. They're going to talk about what they want to do, faced with a 4th and 10 on their own 34-yard line. They need to get to the 44 to move the chains. The incomplete passes didn't take a lot of time off the clock, but again, not able to move the ball, so credit the Wayne Trace Raiders. They did not give up. They kept battling back and chipping away and finally able to score to take the lead, and successful two-point conversion after trying and failing several times. Go up by 3, and here we go for the Aces. This is it. Parker Thiel. Miller launching it. Comiso makes the grab. Comiso on his way into the end zone. Touchdown Aces. Holy smoke. There you go. No flags on the field. The touchdown stands. What a play. Holy cow. My goodness. 4th and 10. And they go for they swung for the fences. Jake Miller connects with Mason Comiso. And Comiso takes it into the end zone. Aces are up by 3, 29-26. 1 minute exactly left on the clock in this game. And they're bringing in Tunis to attempt the extra point conversion. If he makes it, it'll be a 4-point game. And it's blocked. Travian Tunis's extra point attempt is blocked, but the Aces still lead by 3. We haven't seen any indication at all from the Raiders that they are capable of kicking the ball. They haven't even tried to kick an extra point. So odds are that means that the Raiders are going to look to have to get it into the end zone. So the Aces will get ready to kick it off. And we'll see what they do, if they're going to squib it, onside it, burn off some time, or if they're going to kick it deep and try to put a stop on them there into the field. We'll see. What a game this has been. It was looking a little dire for the Aces there, and like I said, just like that, Miller connects with Comiso. Into the end zone he goes. He knew it too. He shook that defender, and you could tell he just had a little spring in his step, and there was nothing going to keep him out of the end zone. And he just was off to the races. You could tell he knew he was going to score. And that makes it 29-26. Tunis will tee it up, and the Aces will get ready to kick it off. The Raiders set to get back on offense. Tunis, a low liner, scooped up back at about the 20-yard line. And he's finally corralled. Boy, you could feel everybody on this side of the field, all of the Aces fans, like all of a sudden holding their breath with the thought of him breaking free. But they bring him down at the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Raiders. 50 seconds left in regulation. And Wayne Trace with all 3 of their timeouts. Trevor Speece. And the Aces are going to call timeout before the first offensive play by the Raiders. And they're going to talk about what they're going to need to do here. The Raiders have shown that they can launch it downfield if they need to. So Hicksville with 1 timeout remaining after this. And again, Wayne Trace, they've got 50 seconds. They've got 3 timeouts. And they need to go 60 yards to retake the lead. A field goal, if they were to kick one, would only tie it. Here we go. Trevor Spees all alone in the backfield. Three on our side, 2 out wide on the far side of the field. Spees hangs on to it himself, and Spees gets brought down inbounds at about the 40-yard line. So that'll keep the clock rolling. Raiders quickly getting back in formation. Spees drops back to throw again. Spees launching it, and it's knocked up in the air and incomplete. Turnbull is the one who got his hand on it, locked it up into the air. Nobody was able to get underneath and catch it. So incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 10 now for the Raiders. 23 seconds left as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. And we're going to have a timeout called. So timeout on the field by the Wayne Trace Raiders. Wanted to talk about it. They had the clock stopped because of the incomplete pass, but they still want to discuss some things evidently. So that'll leave the Raiders with 2 timeouts left. Again, 23 seconds left in regulation. Wayne Trace with the ball. They are facing a 3rd and 10, their own 40-yard line. In a game that has really been a bit of a roller coaster here in the 4th quarter. Lead changing a couple times. Spees gets the snap. Quick hitter out, caught. Heading towards the sidelines and out of bounds, shy of the 1st down. Smith gets out of bounds. Austin Smith takes it to the 48-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2. Clock stopped at 16 seconds left in the game. Spees drops back to throw. Rolling out. Spees launches it. He's got a man. And it's intercepted by the Aces. Hicksville's going to win this game. Picked off at about the 17-yard line, it looks like. 9 seconds left in the game. And that should do it for the game tonight. That should seal the deal. The Aces are going to come home winners, or stay home winners. Anyway, the Aces are going to win tonight. They're going to have a good shot of taking the field again on the road for week number 11. And the Raiders will probably see their season come to an end here tonight. And depending on how things go elsewhere in the league, both the Aces, the Raiders, and Fairview were 4-2 in the GMC. So the Aces will go to 5-2. The Raiders will drop to 4-3. And we'll have to see how Fairview fares to see whether the Aces will have the 2nd place position in the league outright or if they'll be sharing it. But that'll do it. They'll take a knee. Time expires, and it's all over. Week number 10 and the season, regular season in the books. Your final score tonight, the Aces defeat the visiting Wayne Trace Raiders on senior night for Hicksville. 29-26, the final score. And as the teams march out to congratulate each other, the first thing we'll let you know is we will wait and see. The final computer rankings will come out over the weekend. And as I said, Hicksville was number 8 in the region coming into tonight's game. So looking good for the Aces to be on the road for a playoff game next Friday night. And if that is the case, we will be on the road with them to bring you coverage of that contest. Right now, it looks like they would probably be playing Seneca East, the top team in the region. But we can worry about that, and we can talk more about it next week. Right now, all that matters is that the Aces wrap up the season on a winning note. They'll finish up the regular season with an overall record of 6-4, and they will be 5-2 in the Green Meadows Conference. Oh, you catch my breath here. So big win for the Aces tonight. They keep their postseason hopes alive. And we'll look forward to hopefully being able, like I said, to be on the road for week number 11 and bring you more Hicksville Aces football action coming up next week here on HIX-TV. Hey, we want to say a big thank you to the athletic department here at Hicksville High School, as this will probably be the last game that we do here at Hicksville for the season, last football game. So to our co-athletic directors, Misters Hott and Overmeyer, a big, huge thank you for, again, just being great to work with throughout the entirety of the football regular season. Thanks to all the other ADs in the GMC, whatever, who made us feel very welcome when we traveled to the away games throughout the course of the season as well. Huge thank you also to Community Memorial Hospital here in Hicksville, Ohio, and to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, for underwriting all of our Aces football coverage, and they'll be there for the postseason as well if we do wind up going to the playoffs. So we want to thank them both so very much, and you for tuning in and joining us throughout the regular season for our Aces football coverage as well. So with that, we're going to wrap things up here from Aces Field, pack up and go someplace where it's warm. We'll get ready for, in all probability, being back on the road for week number 11 next week. One more time, your final score tonight here in week number 10. It was the Hicksville Aces losing the lead and then getting it back on a great play. Mason Comiso running it into the end zone for the TD as the Aces defeat Wayne Trace 29-26, the final score. Now for Sierra Klein running the camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.